In another video, I showed how you could use the Google Cloud Platform to create a virtual machine and to connect to that virtual machine using secure shell authentication. In this video, it's going to be a shorter video, and this is just demonstrating how to connect with Putty to a virtual machine that's already running that you may have previously set up or that somebody has set up for you and shared the IP address. So this video is assuming that there is a VM. It is currently running on the cloud. You have the IP address and you have the private key file. I have the IP address right here in a text file, and I have the private key for SSH authentication right here. So what we want to do is we want to open up Putty, and here's Putty, and we want to grab the IP address that has been shared with us either by email or otherwise, copy it, go back to Putty, and post the IP address in there. The other thing we want to do is grab the secure shell key for authentication. So we'll drop this menu down, find authentication. We will browse, find our key here. So right now we're looking into this desktop Putty folder. As you can see over here, here's that private key. We're selecting it, open. It's filled in here on Putty. We're going to go back to the session, and the last thing we want to do, and this is going to be important for later videos when we're using the screen application in Linux, but we want to go to Terminal and Features, click on there, and then click on the box next to Disable Switching to Alternative Terminal. Okay. Now we go back to session, we know we have our IP address, we know we've done our authentication, and we will essentially click Open. Now, because this is the second time, say that maybe we're going to it, we don't have that window that we saw before about the secure shell authentication the first time we logged in. But then again, if somebody else has set this up for you and you're logging in for the first time, you might get another window with a lot of wording about registry cache and secure shell. You just want to click yes, and you only see it the first time you log in. But they should have provided you with a login. In this case, it's StaPH-B. And they should have also provided you with a passphrase, which you'll enter here. And as I pointed out previously, when you type in the passphrase, you're not going to see any movement from the cursor here, but it is being typed in. And then you hit enter, and there you are. You are in the virtual machine now. You're logged in as user StaPH-B. This is the computer is test virtual machine instance, and you're good to go and start work. So hopefully this short little video help those of you that need to log back into a virtual machine and may have forgotten exactly what to do with Putty or what private key or IP address, etc. that you may need. Hope this helps. Thanks a lot.